All right, so we got a bunch of rain here yesterday. Got the DogsRtreed tie out set up here in this shaded area underneath these oak trees. But had a lot of mud in here. Thankfully, they've been cutting hay on the ranch. There was some loose hay that I was able to gather up. And I just made each dog a little hay stack here so that they can be out of the mud. And as the week goes on, next couple weeks go on, I'll just add that down here to keep their feet out of the mud too. It's my opinion that dogs that are in the mud like that, their feet get soft, then you have problems. So I wanted to create something here to get those feet out of the mud. And I think what we'll see happening on this tie out is, since I put the beds on this side of the line, they'll do their business on this side of the line. Then I can come in here with a shovel or just a cherry picker and scoop that up and get rid of it so the flies aren't bad down here. But yeah, take a look at that DogsRtreed tie out. So we got one end attached here. It's a small oak tree, runs all the way up here. Then I attached it with a wasn't quite long enough to go around this other tree right here, so I just took a strap and hooked that end into it. And then each one of these tie outs, this is the new, used to be called a BGB snap, I believe. And what happened was Kevin and Nancy had a hard time finding these during the COVIDs. They ran out of a supply there, and so they found somebody to start making them for them. So now it's called the DogsRtreed, or the DRT. No longer the BGB, the DRT. And I put these, each one snaps in between these two stoppers here. Everything's shrink wrapped. We've talked about the thimbles in the ends of them to reduce wear. But the reason I like these snaps is it gives me the peace of mind. I used to run bolt snaps on this end and then that snap on that end. But I decided to go this way. I mean, I'm not looking for quick release, I'm looking for security. You got to do some thumb workouts to get in shape to press that dude in. I mean, that is stout. That spring in there is no joke. It's not going to come open if a dog's in here and they cross over their line, they get on the orange line, it can actually open up. You know, a lot of bolt snaps and stuff will open up, and then you've got dogs that are running at large, and then you're gathering dogs instead of hunting. So that's why I went with this DRT snap on both ends, chose that option from DogsRtreed. They'll make them however you want. But on a tie out like this, I'm looking for dogs to stay here, and I'm not looking for quick release. I wouldn't use these snaps on I don't really like them on leashes, and I don't like them on my rig ties either, because things get pretty wild and chaotic right there, and that's a hard snap to get undone even when you're trying to manipulate it. So the chances of them being able to get this snap undone is slim to none. I haven't lost it. Pretty slim. So this is my recommendation for your setup. Of course, shade is important, and I like putting stuff down on the ground anyway for insulation, even when we don't have the mud factor. But make your beds on one side, let your dogs do their daily business on the other side. It's easy to clean up, you can see it, you're not walking in it. So that's it. That's my setup for bear camp. All right, so we're gonna sneak down here and see if we can get a candid of the how the dogs are using that tie out. Let's see if my bed setup is working. Let's sneak down and take a look. I need to keep my dang finger out of the way. Yeah, there we go. It's working pretty good. If you have a dog that's going to lay over here in the mud and instead of laying on that hay, you might want to take some inventory on the intellectual capabilities of your hound. There we go. Got a little dookie right there on the right side of the line. All right, so there you have it. 4 out of 4 hounds like this setup. You can check out that DogsRtreed tie-out. Go to our website at houndsmanxp.com. Click on the link on our sponsors page to DogsRtreed, and it'll take you right to their website. It's the first thing on their website. So when you go to DogsRtreed, you put that in your cart. You can get them in all kinds of different color combinations. You can get the snap set up however you want it. If you don't like either one of those snaps, you can switch them up. You can put one on each end. I've had that set up. They make them in multiple dogs, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't know how many they do, but a bunch. I mean, they're gonna make what you need. And then when you put that in your cart at checkout, it's going to give you an opportunity for a promo code. And if you will use HXP 20% off, all capital letters with a percentage sign, HXP 20% off, all caps, you'll get 20% off of one of these tie-outs. I'm telling you, they're awesome. I've done other videos. It takes literally less than 5 minutes to set that thing up. And you're not untangling chains. You're not, I mean, it's just easy. There isn't any doubt about it. It's well made. Everything's poly-coated, shrink wrap. These are the best tie-outs on the market, in my opinion. You can check them out by going to our website, hitting the DogsRtreed link. It'll take you right in there, get you hooked up, get you set up for bear camp. All right, guys, this is Fair Chase. I can't see the back of my shirt. I can't get it around there right now. But yeah, this is the Houndsman XP Podcast. I'm Chris Powell, and this is Fair Chase.